Hello, everybody. This is Furious Reactor Lee of the React Fam. How are we, folks?
And hey everybody, this is Firewolf, leader of the Fire Nation. How's everybody in the React fam doing tonight?
Boy, I tell you. So hopefully everybody's been having a good day and everything like that. I hope. Let's see if I'm coming in. We got somebody here.
Okay, we got four people watching on my end.
That's good. Yep, there we go. It updated for me.
What's up, Dice?
Hey,
What's up, Spooky?
I'll start answering questions when I show up. I don't know
And
yet.
and this topic um is, you know, I got a few things to say about this topic too, and it refers to me too. So, um,
Yeah.
but me and Will will start answering your questions here shortly.
Yeah. We just want to make sure we get some more people in. That way we can start talking about what we need to talk about. Because this is a very serious topic that we need to discuss and everything. It's what's been going on a while now. I mean, it's completely nuts. I'm telling you.
I agree.
Come on, let's get some more people in here because this really needs to be out there because we really do need to do this.
I'm sharing it out
We
right
really need
now.
to discuss this. Oh, thank you, Bob. But yeah, we really do need to discuss this topic for real. Because this is affecting a lot of YouTubers, not just me, not just Firewolf, but a lot of other content creators. I mean, it's on how things are going on this platform, and it's getting way out of hand. Let me share this out so I can get more people in here. Okay, there's 6 people and only 2 people have chatted. Come on, you guys can chat. No one's gonna block you here. But yeah, it's just that I don't know how to put this, but me and Firewolf discussed this privately for a while now, and we don't know how things are going to be doing with all this. Hey, Murad. Hey, Matt Aussie.
So yeah, this is a very, very touchy and hard subject to talk about. It's something that um is it's just due to a lot of things that, like, you know, Curious Reactor said, that it's hard for us to talk about it because we might be forced to we might be forced to do something that we don't want to do due to some
Yeah,
things that has been going on here lately.
we're getting more people in here. But yeah, Brandon, um, with this new FTC stuff, the Federal Trade Commission stuff that's going on YouTube, it's going to be starting to get really, really heavy with the new rules and regulations that are going to be going on YouTube at the beginning of the year next year. And we have been seeing a lot of people that we follow talk about this COPA stuff. And with the Federal Trade Commission, they have made it where it's going to be harder to make new content out here on this platform because there is um, like if you don't go by the regulations that the FTC has put for YouTube to put out there, you could be looking up to a fine of over $42,000 per video for violating COPA regulations.
Yes, and uh, it's not just affecting Various Reactor; it's affecting me as well. Um, this COVID thing, it's. I mean, I hate to see, you know, my channel be affected by this, but technically, we ain't got no say so in this unless everybody on the platform speaks up. And I've did my research on this COPA act, and I get why they're doing it, but I to be honest with you, I think this COPA is gonna destroy this platform. It's gonna destroy it.
Yeah, it's going to be the end of YouTube as we know it. I'm going to tell you, 2020 is going to be the worst year for YouTube because, I mean, just setting your channels to whether you're doing family friendly content or not. And if you do choose that your channel is making family friendly content, you will lose a lot of stuff if you're monetized. You will be losing a lot of stuff.
Well, I mean, you could, lose your monetization too.
Yes. And yes, Brandon, it is a $42,000 fine. I believe it's a $42,000 fine.
It is. So, Will, I don't know if you're ready to do so. Do you want to start taking questions from people in the chat?
Yes. So if you all have any questions, please put them in the chat and we will
Cade
answer
said a
them
42. Cade
to
said,
the best of our ability.
yeah, Cade said a $42,000
No, no,
fine for
not a
what?
420, 420,000. No, it's just $42,000 fine because of the Child Online Protection Act. They're trying to make things more family friendly out here on this platform for children, but because there was a lot of stuff going on, because you guys know at the personalized ads, there is a reason why. That's because ads actually gather your information. Isn't that right, Firewolf?
Mm-hmm. And
And that's what
I'm
this. And that's what the Federal Trade Commission is trying. Yes. Yeah. Okay.
and,
Thank you for correcting me on that. Would you like to come up and
but I was
explain a little bit, Gale skills?
because I'll there's this channel that I do watch from time to time. I'm sure you heard of Daryl Eves.
Yeah.
Well, he put out a video today talking about that, um, and he pretty much said that um, the parents, they shouldn't have to, we shouldn't have to suffer for something that their parents can, prevent their children from getting on YouTube at all. Period. And he
Yeah,
said
that's
we
true.
shouldn't have to suffer for that. He said it's the parents that need to do their job and actually keep their children off the platform. If they're not old enough, they need to, keep them from coming on this platform.
Yeah.
It's not our fault that they
See,
get
like,
on here and they put their
there's
children
some
in
content
danger.
out here. Yeah, there's like content out here, like these people that do Funko Pops, stuff like that, or anything that is that could be considered child directed content, and you could get fined for that if you say that it's not uh, meant for kids when it really could be considered for kids. And it's crazy. I mean, with the age restricting, it can help sometimes, but you got to think that kids nowadays around the age restriction guidelines know how to get around, and that's what's making it harder for us as content creators to make child friendly content. Kids or people that are on YouTube are of age because, like, we could say that, like, something could happen in one of our live streams and it could get back to that kid's parents, and then boom, we're in a load of trouble.
But see, here's this is the point I'm trying to put out there. Okay, the parent, like Daryl Eves said, that they need to keep on more control on their children. We shouldn't have to suffer for this because they allow their kids to come on a platform without them knowing. They need to keep their kids in check. Simple as that.
And Brandon, there was well, I've been watching this. I watched this video, Gil Skills, a while just earlier today, and they said that just doing that, can't always guarantee you being safe from being fined and everything. And it was what was his name, David something.
Mm-hmm.
He's a uh, he does a lot of content on YouTube stuff, updates and stuff. I can't remember his name. What was it?
Oh, hey, bud.
Daryl. That's right, Daryl. Hey,
Yeah,
bud.
Daryl Eves.
Yeah, Daryl Eves,
Mm-hmm.
and he said that it doing this uh, set channel won't just protect you. You have a lot of steps that you got to take. Yeah. Oh wow. Yeah, I know, but it's because of this new FTC stuff that's going on uh, with the child online privacy protection act. They are cracking down on child directed content. And if you got rules and stuff like that, you could look up to a $42,500 fine. It's yeah. That's what. See, I uh, YouTube's taking way too much of a drastic way too much of a drastic uh, action towards this being fined. You're right. They were fined by the Federal Trade Commission for not keeping up with the COPA law because of these personalized ads. And that's
Um,
like what you keep, like these parents need to their kids of having a channel on YouTube off the platform.
Well, Brandon, to
Because
address your question, that that varies. That varies on, you know, depending on how things are going to be going forward. It's just I don't know. I don't know um if it gets too bad to the point to where um if it gets to the point to where I have to, I will. And it's something that I don't want to do, like I said. But when it comes to this COPA law, and it comes to, I mean, YouTube is making it harder for us to make content. That, I mean, what's the point to be on YouTube and you don't, you know, I mean, you can't. The whole point of
you
YouTube is to have fun doing what you
express
love to do, and
yourself.
exactly. And I mean, I think the federal government coming in and
Like if
you know doing this, it's gonna it's gonna kill YouTube. It's gonna kill it. And when the platform gets killed, our channels are get killed as well.
yeah, because let me tell you, like with the making the content, it it's hard to find content that with this new COPA. I mean, you can mark it as not deemable for children, but like I said before, these kids can override that boundary and get around it. Fine, bud.
Well, Husky Mom, this um, I'm not saying I'm deleting my channel right now. It's not 100% decision. We haven't made no decisions on that yet. We're just basically what me and
Yeah,
Furious Reactor are doing is waiting to see what happens.
yeah, and Gil Skills has it right. I mean, it's been in effect for a long time, but it was not 2013. Been 2013, and now that they had been fined, they're taking to implement this law on their platform. Way about it, wrong way. And do you agree with wrong? They're implementing this law the wrong. They're they're doing it way too drastically.
Hey, Sun
Hey,
City.
Sun City. But yeah, it's technically this is on YouTube conscious, and they've decided to drastically hurry and start implementing the effects a little bit at near the end of this year, and then by next year it's going to be in full effect. I mean, there is a petition going around about them overstepping their boundaries with this that's been going around. if I can figure out where to find the link for the petition, we could and you guys could go definitely sign that petition.
because I'm
Okay, go ahead.
well, the basically I'm all for what Daryl Eves said. The parents that have these kids, they're like the kids that are on this platform right now, and their parents are letting them come on here. Their parents need to keep, they need to monitor them. And I mean, I'm not saying, you know, I think that the parents don't need to let them on YouTube for, you know, until they get that age old enough to actually be on this platform. Because when their parents let their kids come on this platform, you know, I mean, yes, there is dangers on the, platform. I mean, they're, um, by their parents letting them on here, their parents know the risk of their child being on
Yeah,
this
exactly.
platform,
They do.
and their parents need
I,
to keep them off of YouTube until they're old enough. Simple as that. And Daryl Eves says that,
yeah,
the government and YouTube does not need to put that on us because we don't have nothing to do with them, with their children coming on this platform.
yeah, exactly. We came on probably. Some of us have probably been here for years, like around towards the beginning of YouTube. And YouTube used to not be like this. I mean, all you had was the pre-recorded content that you could upload. You could do no lives. Monetization was better. All you had to do was be 18 years or older, sign some paperwork, and you were. Then it started getting Google bottom out. Things got were a little bit better. I mean, they did where you could where it was like 10,000 views or something like that, and you could be monetized. But then they started upping it from there. Then last year or the year before, they upped
Well,
1,000 and for 1,000 watch hours.
it was the year before last, I believe.
Okay.
Well, I mean, but it's not the it's not the kid's fault. It's the parents' fault for letting their kids come on here and not controlling them like they supposed to. It's not the kid's fault. It's
Yeah,
the parents'
and then
fault.
and that's another thing is that it with all these trolls. I mean, seriously, come on. YouTube did not used to have all these trolls at all. People were kind, courteous, and they were taking things the right way. But after all this, things just started getting out of hand. And then last year they upped the monetization because you got to think that these people like and this is another thing that kind of got on me. My wife just now got back into streaming a couple days ago because she could not. She normally would stream from her phone, but she was under 1,000 subs. When that hit, she couldn't stream no more. And now they're getting into all this. I mean, I understand where they're coming from, but it's not just the parents of the kids; it's also YouTube for not following the rule since 2013.
I mean, yes, I understand that, and you know, the I do agree the act does need to be followed. The law needs to be followed as stated. But
Mm-hmm.
the parents, the see, the parents could be a major contributor to this and actually control their kids is what I'm saying. And yes,
Yeah, that's true.
I'm not condoning of what YouTube did. What YouTube did was wrong. And I completely understand that. If they did something wrong, I would do the same thing. But see, their parents could help, prevented this from happening if they would have controlled their kids from coming onto this platform and their parents exposing them to this platform, knowing that the possible dangers, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, the parents could control their kids. They can. They just choose not to.
Yeah, I mean, they're asking the parents, but needs to be stipulations on kids. See, with me, I would be one of them parents that gradually works being on the internet because they have to learn of how things are on the internet compared to how they are in the real world. Because people are that when they go on the internet, people are totally act totally different than they really do in real life. But I mean, there are some people that act like they are on YouTube in real life as well. But with these trolls and everything, they got to learn that they cannot be taking those things those people say to heart. And all this, I mean, does anybody else want to come up on panel and say what they need to say G and everything since this is not and I will say this my panels are 18 plus so only people that are 18 and older can only come up because I would like to hear some of my people my followers. Okay, that
And see, well,
could you?
I mean, you understand my point of view of this. That see, this is
Yes, I do.
my opinion, and I'm gonna re-say it again. I, I mean, I do agree with the FTC that the COPA law needs to be followed, but
It does.
what the FTC needs to realize, they don't need to be putting this on us. They need to be putting this on their parents. They need to put that on their parents because their parents can control what their child does. They can prevent them from coming on this platform. They could do that. They need to start being. I'm not saying every
I
parent is bad. I'm not saying every parent is bad, but I'm saying to the parents that are out there that just lets their kids do whatever they want, and you know, they let them come onto this platform, you know, like not like it ain't no problem, and it is because their parents
It,
can prevent this from happening if they would control their kids coming onto this platform. And I'm like I said, I'm not
yeah,
condoning on what YouTube did. What YouTube did was wrong, and they deserve to be fined. But they don't need to put that on us because we don't have nothing to do what YouTube did, and especially we don't have nothing to do with these kids coming on this platform doing the things they do. And I mean that I just
yeah.
think that that fine thing is BS because we I mean we're just innocent creators
We're
trying
innocent.
to have fun on
We're
the
innocent
platform.
bystanders in this whole situation.
Hmm.
And I'm about to have uh, Dice come up. And Bud, I sent you the link on Twitter. So if you want to come up, you can.
I'm already here.
How we doing, Dice?
I'm fine. Just what the is all going on here?
Well, the problem is that YouTube they they wound up messing up and they violated the COPA law, the COPA Act, and see, like I've said about this, the parent can control what their kids do,
Yeah,
and see, that's what's wrong with kids nowadays. They don't know how you know they don't know what discipline is because their parents don't control them and don't parent them like they should. Because I feel like if the parents would have stepped up more and been more strict on their kids coming onto this platform, none of this would have ever happened.
no,
And I'm not blaming it totally on the parents, but most of the blame is on the parents, because they can control their kids on coming onto this platform. They can do it. But most of them just simply refuse to do so because they want to spoil their kids. And I get it. They want their kids to be happy. I get it. But
yeah, but
they
Yeah,
need
that's
to be
understandable.
strict
But they got to learn.
on them coming onto this. They gotta be strict on letting their kids coming onto this platform, knowing that you know. I mean, and another thing, by these kids getting these smartphones nowadays, you know, they can make an account and just simply come onto this platform, which, I think the parents need to step up and actually, you know, keep them from coming on this platform until they're old enough. If they would have just simply did that,
Yeah,
none of this would have happened. That's my thought. And same thing like Daryl Eves said, none of the we're not the ones that ought to be affected by this because we don't have nothing to do with their kids coming onto this platform and doing this stupid crap that they're doing, and their parents are letting them do it, and look what happened.
yeah. But if you're still here, I sent you the link on Twitter. So if you want to come up at any point in time, you can.
it's just bullshit that all this is going on.
So yeah,
And
that's true. But that's true. This stuff is BS, but there is understanding to why it's going on because YouTube not following the law, that this law that has been around for a while now, and it was updated back in 2013. Then it was updated. They're updating it
And
again.
yes, and um, so Dice, what is your this is another thing, okay? You to the people, to the creators that are out there right now, if you think if you think for 1 second this law is not going to affect you, you're really mistaken, because this law affects everybody, every single channel, every single creator on this platform. The billions of creators on this platform are affected
Yeah,
by this. All, all, everybody on this platform is affected by that, by this COPA law. There's no
and
exclusions. Nobody is safe from this. Everybody is affected by this.
I will say this too: if you do decide to make content child friendly, you will lose your comments, you will lose your stories, you will lose your community tab, you will lose a bunch of stuff if you are doing kid friendly content and you're monetized. You will lose all that.
And it could also, I mean, and it will also lead up to you losing your monetization altogether.
Because I watched my buddy Brian Hall, HUL, and he does nothing but kid friendly content because he does voice animations or voices of Disney characters and all that, and doing these Disney songs. And his content is directed mostly around kid friendly stuff. So yeah, it's going to affect these people that do that kind of stuff severely.
I mean, not only that, I mean, like, it also, like, any videos that have, like, characters like Mario or characters like Luigi, or any video game type, you know, any video games that has, video. I mean, basically any video on YouTube that deals with video games that attracts kids, that's going to be affected as well. So, I mean, gaming channels are going to be affected by this as well, because a lot of kids play video games nowadays too.
Yeah, video game collect Funko Pops. Uh, Anything that has something that child related are going to be affected. Thank you, White Wolf, and I'll try to. I'll definitely call you. Excuse me. Uh, but yeah, I mean, it's. What do you guys out there think?
It's just crazy that YouTube is what it's like nowadays. Because I've been on YouTube for years, and look at what it looked like more than 10 years ago, and look at it now.
Yeah, it's changed a lot.
I still remember the very first videos I was ever watching on YouTube was it was like roller coaster videos. and also all other people.
Thank you, White Wolf. I mean, White Wolf, if you want to do you want to discuss it, or anybody
See,
else that
like,
wants to come on?
there's something else I want to point out too. Like, I wonder
Yeah,
what PewDiePie thinks of this. I wonder what Markiplier thinks of this. Like all these other big channels, Daryl Eve said.
Markiplier,
He said
Markiplier,
even some
PewDiePie,
Yeah.
D,
Uh,
and see
because
like
Dan, Diamond Dan, he does
also Kippy on a camera.
Minecraft videos. Oh, that's really going to affect since he is got a kid now.
and what I was saying was that you know um, Daryl Eve said that some of these bigger channels are they're going to be the ones that's going to take the hardest hit because their content is child friendly, and they actually got lawyers involved because that's how they do make their living, and that's how they got their income and everything, and that's why Daryl East pointed out that these bigger channels are getting their lawyers involved in this because it's affecting their income.
It is.
And it's just what it all boils down to for me, and I strongly firmly believe this. If the kids' parents would actually keep their children off this platform and actually enforce, you know, their rule that to not let their kids on this platform, I believe none of this would ever happen. And I'm not putting this
Uh,
fully on the parents themselves.
hey, Chris, could you take over my stream real quick because I gotta go. I gotta take a break.
Yeah, I can do that.
Thank you.
All right. So yes, guys, that's just what it all boils down to is that, um, if if the parents would, keep their kids off this platform, it would make things a lot easier and a lot, you know, things wouldn't be so strict. Um, yep, yep, Matt Aussie Bushman. I agree with you, and see if the kids would just simply But I believe YouTube, deserves to be fined since they did violate this law. Um, but but I don't think that we should be affected by this particularly because, like I said, the parents need to control their kids on how they come on this platform and when they can.
Hey guys,
Hey, what's up?
I just had to take a pill that the doctor gave me
Oh,
for nausea,
oh,
and
you've
I'm
been
not
feeling
supposed to
sick?
go to work for 2 days. Huh?
I said you been feeling sick?
Yeah, I don't even know. Like, I know one of the girls came to work and she said that her stomach was bothering her, and I've been working for like the past 3 to 4 days, 12-hour shifts every day. So I'm like wearing myself out to the point where I wore myself out so bad. I've been having constant migraines, constantly feeling sick to my stomach. And last night I was up all night, sick to my stomach. And my body finally was just like, not, it couldn't deal with it anymore. So I just gave up and went to the doctor. And that
So I mean,
medicine is disgusting.
did they? I mean, what did they diagnose you with?
She didn't even diagnose me with anything. She just gave me nausea medicine and sent me home for 2 days. That's West Virginia healthcare for you. Like, there could be something seriously wrong with me. But because, like, the doctors down here, they just don't care. Like, they just don't. So, I had a mental breakdown last night. I literally cried for like 2 hours because I've been so stressed out and my brain's just like, I can't do it anymore. Like, my boyfriend only works 1 day a week, which is Saturdays, and I work all week long. Saturday's my only day off, and I still have to go to work. So I really don't even get a day off. Hello, can y'all hear me?
I can hear you. I was just, yeah, I'm fixing to have to hop off of here soon because I've got work at 7 o'clock in the morning.
Whenever you and Will and Miranda all get free time, I seriously need to have a very important conversation with you guys.
All right.
Like, it's to the point where I can't sleep at night right now because of it. So, yeah. Um, I did want to say something to you guys because I don't know if you guys seen it on YouTube or not,
Mhm.
but I was I was taking a bath earlier because I had a fever. So I was listening to music in the bathtub, and all of a sudden it comes up on my screen that from now on, like, apparently they're doing this thing where, like, if something doesn't make YouTube money, they're gonna cut it out.
Yeah. They
And
are.
I'm like, great, there goes my channel because I don't make YouTube money. So great, there goes my content and my channel.
That's right. If it's not deemed, what's the word?
If it does, that's what they said. If the content does not make them money, they're not going to have it on YouTube. And I'm like, that's a little messed up. Like you're like you guys was talking about earlier.
Commercially viable.
Yeah, and
If
it's
they don't
like
believe that it's commercially viable, they have to terminate that, either get rid of that video or terminate the YouTube, not just the YouTube channel, the whole
yeah,
Google account.
yeah.
All right, Matt Ozzy, you take care, brother.
So I mean, like I said, they're I don't like I think you guys might be okay, but for like smaller channels, it's not going to be okay because like I only have like 172 subscribers or something like that. I mean,
It's
I've been
anybody that it also affects people that's not even monetized too. So it's going to
yeah.
affect me as well.
Oh, I'd hope not because I do like your channels. I like you, like you and Fire was saying last night. It's like the channels were like families. You know, and eventually what
Exactly.
they're gonna do is they're gonna cut everybody out, and then people are gonna be like, well, what's the point of even having my channel if my other people can't even be a part of YouTube anymore? There's no point of continuing it if my other people can't have their channels up anymore.
That's true. But yeah, I'm getting ready to end this, guys, because I think we've discussed all that needed to be discussed. You got What do you guys think?
I mean, I kind of came in at the last minute, but I was dealing with things. So, and what really sucks is Charles, my boyfriend's dad, just got his channel started. His nonprofit
Yeah,
channel, he just got it started. And I'm like, and it's not fair. Like, I don't want to have like a girly moment, but it's kind of heading that way. But it's not fair. You know what I mean? Like, it's just not fair because you're not making money off of it. You want to cut it. That's not fair. That's like you're taking our rights away. Freedom of speech, freedom of creativity. You're taking all of that away, and it's BS to me. It really, really is. Oh, ugh, that medicine left a nasty aftertaste. It was a little itty bitty tiny white pill that's supposed to help with nausea, and I think it just made it worse.
there we go. I fixed that banner.
But I'm gonna go ahead and jump off of here. Um,
Alrighty.
hopefully I hear from you. Sorry, it was.
But yeah, you take care. What? And we'll. Jax, you came in at the
Oh,
last
Jack.
little bit. We just poor Jax.
Love you, Jax. Yeah, I'm gonna get off here. Like I said, if you guys can, please try to call me. I'm hoping maybe if I talk to you guys, I'll
Okay.
hopefully sleep a little bit better. I don't know, but hoping. Hoping.
Yeah, you'll have to rewatch the see what all
All right.
because we're about to get off here. Take care, White Wolf. Thank you for being up here.
You're welcome.
Thank you for giving your opinion on all this.
You're welcome. I know it wasn't a lot, but
Hey,
I
Hey, every
haven't
little
felt myself lately.
but yeah, you guys, we're probably getting. I'm getting ready to end this here. I'm gonna play one song, and it is uh, provided by NCS, no copyright sound, and it is my song that I normally play at the beginning of my streams, that I used to play at the beginning of my streams. So hopefully you guys take care. Much peace, love, and positivity to you all. Stay reacting, my friends. I'll see you guys in my next video or live stream, possibly my next live stream, if I still do live streams. Take care, guys. Bye bye. Fire.
And yes, thank you, everybody, for coming here and showing curious reactor the love and support, and and you guys have gave me a lot of insight and on y'all's opinions and stuff like that, and I just think it's awesome that we all came together to talk about this and to give our opinions, because hopefully that the FTC or whoever, does look over the stream soon. If they do, which I'm sure they will, hopefully they'll hear our opinion on this, and hopefully it will be some sort of help to relieve some of this. But thank you guys for coming. As always, be part of the Fire Nation. Stay chill, stay positive, and I'll see you guys next time if I do another live stream. So I'll see you guys then.
All right, you guys can go ahead and mute your mics. So I'm going to turn off my camera.